My father always taught me that anything worth doing is worth doing well. I always thought he was talking about not having eraser marks on my homework or cutting corners when cleaning the bathroom. It took me 26 years to realize he was talking about life in general.
My name is Hector. I'm white. I come from Cuba, a country a little close to here.
I moved to the United States when I was 14 years old.
So before I started Year Up, I was pregnant with my son. I had my daughter. I just moved back from South Carolina. I moved back from living with my grandmother. So I really wasn't doing much.
Still kind of hard as an 18, 19-year-old young man trying to know exactly what you plan on doing for the rest of your life. When I was referenced to apply, I think it was basically like right on the edge of like the cutoff for the application. And at the time, I think the cutoff age was about 24, and I was going to be turning 24 over the course of the next 6 months, so I had to do it right then. So I was very nervous.
I became a student ambassador. I did tours, became more than just a professional development program. It became a way of life.
So the skills that I acquired at Year Up were pretty much that the first and most important part was to learn how to sell myself. Prior to Year Up, I didn't know how to do an interview.
One experience that I had was very notable was when we were told to write down on a piece of paper words that people might have called us and in a negative way, and how we were going to go against that. And one of the words that I wrote down was entitled. I come from very humble beginnings, a single mom who didn't have a stable job at all, and moved around a lot. I slept in my car some nights. It was kind of like, you know what, I'm okay. Like, I'm okay if someone thinks that I'm entitled, because I'm entitled to the life that I create for myself.
So over the course of the year-long journey from learning and development and internship, Year Up definitely did put me on the trajectory to a different world, so to speak, in terms of getting a job in corporate America.
Getting hired by Capital One was one of the best feelings that I felt in my whole life. Just being there, the 6 months of internship got me to know that I wanted to work for that company for a long, long time. And hearing the words from the recruiter, like I still remember, he was like, "Oh, you must be tired of talking to me." I was like, "No, you can keep talking to me as much as you can." And he was like, "Well, we decided to go with you for the role." I remember I started jumping in the house, crying, so like, "Yeah, oh my God, this is awesome."
And so he wanted to apparently announce it during our graduation, which he did. So he put, like, it was on Facebook Live, he put it in the comments. He was like, "We're so excited to welcome Levonne Coleman and Siobhan onto our team." And like, I'm literally in the middle of graduation, like, oh my gosh, okay. What I enjoy most about my life right now is my ability to have my own choice. When you do not have resources, you do not have choice.
Typical sales job, I'm going through the script, I'm making sales. I hit my monthly quota in my first week working there. All of the things that we were taught in Year Up, you know, they're working together, you know, for where I am now.